As we enter the final month of the year, we know that holiday parties are just around nearly every corner. As a matter of fact, one is already happening right here in our grounds. Some of the things that we Filipinos are proud of in our culture is our hospitality and close-knit family ties. We know how to have fun. We know how to make people feel welcome into our fold, and our not even recent history, one name is always invited in these holiday parties. Sometimes he even follows us after we've left the party, whether it is home, to the hospital, or to a final resting place. His usual name is San Miguel. Today, I stand before you to shed light on a crisis that affects our nation both economically and socially. An issue that takes lives, shatters dreams, and weighs heavily on our progress. I am speaking about the devastating impacts of road traffic accidents, a challenge we cannot afford to underestimate. Globally, road accidents claim millions of lives each year. Tragically, low to middle income countries like the Philippines carry majority of this burden. Here at home, we add to the tally of casualties daily. It is an alarming reality. These casualties represent more than deaths. They signify opportunities taken from families, businesses, and our communities. The economic aftermath of road traffic accidents is equally severe. Studies show that the cost of crashes eat up part of the GDP for countries like ours. For the Philippines, this translates to billions of pesos lost annually, resources that could have been allocated to education, healthcare, and infrastructure. Beyond the financial toll, consider the emotional devastation and lifelong effects that road crashes leave in their wake. For families who lose a loved one or witness a breadwinner disabled, the road forward becomes steep and uncertain. Imagine the immeasurable potential of our young professionals, workers, and students whose lives are cut short due to preventable accidents. These are individuals who could have contributed to the economy. They could have brought innovation or provided for their families. Instead, what remains are gaps in households and communities, affecting not just the present, but our future. Fellow colleagues, the lives lost may have become simple statistics in the grander scheme of things, but we must always remember that these are sons, these are daughters, these are workers, these are innovators. They are people, vibrant and irreplaceable, whose futures have been stolen from them in the blink of an eye. This issue extends far beyond the immediate repercussions. An unsafe road system deters foreign investment and increases healthcare costs, while also straining public resources year after year. When the productivity of our people, our greatest asset, is lost, the ripple effects are felt throughout society. Honorable colleagues, unfortunately, this is our current reality. Fortunately, we are not powerless against these tragedies, and we have the power to effect change. The value of life could not be overstated, and the effort, responsibility, and burden to protect it remains a shared mission between us lawmakers, stakeholders, and the community that we serve. As lawmakers, we can pave the pathway and steer the country to a future that we can all imagine. One where lives are not needlessly lost to unsafe roads and lapses in judgment made by a few who choose to sit behind the wheel when they know that they are in no position, physical shape, or mental state to do so. We are in unique position to examine weak points in existing legislation and fix those gaps so that we can uphold the well-being of our communities. It is our duty to protect the lives of our fellow Filipinos through collective action. As a representative of an Akalusugan party list, I believe that road traffic accidents caused by the ineffective implementation of existing laws is also a public health issue. Dear colleagues and guests, we enter this final month of the year expecting more road traffic accidents caused by impaired driving. This is why I'll be filing a bill hoping to strengthen the implementation of Republic Act 100586, otherwise known as the Anti-Drunk and Impaired Driving Act. This representation cannot simply stand idly by and watch more families lose their loved ones to accidents caused by intoxication when I know that we can do more. Colleagues, we are at a crossroads where decisive and creative action can redefine the paths we build, not just for vehicles, but for the livelihoods and dreams of our citizens. The time to reflect, recalibrate, and act is now. This is more than policy work. It is a matter of saving lives, safeguarding families, and building a stronger economic foundation for the Philippines. Thank you, and may our collective efforts drive us toward a safer, more resilient country.